course, a truly historic aeroplane, representing the very best imaginative, thinking out of the box virtues of British aeronautical design and engineering. In some ways, those virtues don't exist anymore because we build very few whole aeroplanes in this country these days. But here she is. All Olympus is spooling down there as they take the power off, and they'll be coming back on again in a moment. Of course, Vulcan started life as a nuclear bomber, part of the triumvirate of Vulcan, Victor and Valiant. She was painted bright white then, and when she first flew in 1952, only 11 years after the Lancaster first flew, an extraordinary thing. When she first flew at the Farnborough Air Show, not very long after she first flew, she actually rolled all the way through. Bombers are not supposed to do that kind of thing. And here's Martin and Bill bringing her in slowly and gracefully. And there's the bomb bay opening. That's the weapons bay that carries 21 1,000-pound bombs. And she flew all the way from Ascension Island down to the Falkland Islands, which is a trip about as far as from here to Santiago. And of course she had to fly back again. It took the combined resources of all of the Royal Air Force's aerial refueling, and Martin and his crew, a crew of 5 of course in those days, 2 pilots, 2 navigators, a radar and a plotter, and the air electronics officer, the AEO. They planted their 2 bombs on the runway, one on the centre line and one on the edge, and that was enough to stop the use of the runway and prevent the Argentines basing their fast jets on the island, which probably would have had a significant effect on the war. It also gave them the idea that their homeland was also vulnerable should that become necessary. So it had an extraordinary effect on the Falklands War, did the Vulcan. Bombay still open, just about to close, closing now. When she started her career as a nuclear bomber, she was bright white. When she handed the quick reaction alert over to the Royal Navy for them to take over the nuclear deterrent, she became camouflaged as we see her today, and in fact this colour scheme, she has the Lincoln coat of arms on the fin, the Panther's head of number 1 group on the nose. That represents all of the Vulcan squadrons in the 1970s. And a new marking today, she's called the Spirit of Great Britain. And that's because she encapsulates all the great British never say die bulldog spirit. So many people said this aircraft could not be put back into the air when she retired from Royal Air Force service in 1993. The great British people said yes she can, and they put their money where their mouth is, and they've spent nearly £8 million getting this aeroplane to this stage. It shows really that she is the people's aeroplane, and she's the most popular aeroplane in the country. It's difficult to describe quite why she has this effect on people. She's something like a piece of aviation artwork, really, and she affects people very deeply. And of course, throughout the whole project, The real elephant in the room has been money. They originally intended to have big business sponsorship, but her timing was just rubbish. She got airborne again right in the middle of this fearsome recession. And so she may not ever get big business sponsorship. She does get an awful lot of help from lots of different companies, including the Civil Aviation Authority and Marshall Aerospace. But AD Holdings, Air BP, BAE Systems, EADS, Goodrich, Jefferson, Judd Power, Kearsley Airways, Meggitt, Messier, Doughty, Rolls-Royce and Subaru, all contributing an awful lot. A lovely spiralling climb. And of course two people who really have been outstanding in their support for the Vulcan. Sir Jack Hayward making outstanding contributions, and also with great rambunctious generosity Eddie Forrester of Aerobytes, giving lots and lots of money to this cause. She continues to need your help. You need please to join the club, or if you wanted to give help straight away, you can just text the word Vulcan to 82055, the word Vulcan to 82055. It'll cost you £3 plus your standard text charge, and that money goes to the Vulcan to the Sky Trust and helps to keep this magnificent old lady going. Spiralling down, I think she's getting her wheels down at the moment. Yep. Gear down, so she'll be coming into land. We won't see a braking parachute, I don't think. But please do go down to the Vulcan village. It's way off to the left-hand end, right down as far as you can go, because that's where she's parked. If you're here tomorrow morning, you'll be able to take a tour around her if you go to the Vulcan village. Don't be put off by the fact that there are other places selling Vulcan memorabilia. In fact, there's one right next to the Vulcan village. If you want to make sure that